Hello and welcome to what's in this week's Oban Times with me, Ellis Butcher.
And me, Fiona Scott.
Well, there's just the two of us this week, but we've both been very busy. Kathy's having a well-deserved break, but the news has not stopped, has it? I'm going to hand over to you to begin with, Fiona, if you don't mind, just to see what you've been up to this week.
No problem at all, Alice. Actually, you're saying we've been very busy. It doesn't look like I've been busy because there's not a lot of mine in the paper, but I've been working at Lochaber on the Lochaber Times. So that's why. But I have been out and about for the Oban Times. I've been up at the new Dunbeg housing development where 30 families took up residence last week. And it was absolutely amazing, the buzz on that housing estate with removal vans coming in and out and all the neighbours getting to know one another across their garden fences. Obviously, they're having to still distance, but it was just an amazing day. So the completion of these homes is a key milestone in phase 3 of the Dunbeg project, which will see the delivery of 260 affordable homes. It's a huge project. And I met with some of the people that were moving in last week to find out how they felt about their new houses. West Highland Housing Association manage the homes, and you can find out how to apply for houses on the next phase by reading our story in the Oban Times.
How lovely. And I noticed that that's on page 9 of this week. It's great, isn't it, to see a new community coming together. And everybody always gets excited, don't they, moving into a new house? There's nothing quite like moving into a new house. It
was fantastic. And I don't know if it was anything to do with it coincided with lockdown lifting and, you know, you were allowed to gather outside a wee bit. But it was just these people that were obviously getting their new houses were really excited. And there was a right friendly community atmosphere there, which was absolutely great. Bodes well for the whole project.
Indeed. Page 9, listeners, if you're interested in that story. But just on to some of the articles that I've been doing this week. Sadly, people will know that the Oban Community Play Park up there at the Atlantis, near the Atlantis Leisure Centre, there's been a big drive again this year to get volunteers to both do up the park and kind of keep it nice and clean. And sadly, what's happened is somebody's come along after hours and caused some vandalism there to some of the equipment. Now, this is really sad and really frustrating, and I've spoken to the chairman of that organisation this week. But there has, as always in Oban, there has been a positive side to this as well, in that a lot of children have come together to help do a massive clean-up. And so there's been a real rally effort again in Oban, but police are still looking for who's done this, and they're taking this very seriously as well. There's absolutely no need for it. This is a play park for children 5 years old and under, and the parents and the grandparents and the carers, and it's really cherished, and it is so sad that there are it is a minority, I'm sure, that there's a minority of people out there that just want to come along and cause damage. So let's hope the police catch them, or that the person who did it thinks again on their behaviour. The other story that we've got this week as well, I had a lovely chat with a guy called Angie McCall. Angie's well known in Oban because he's a long-standing conductor on the railways. He's done... knocked up 42 years, would you believe, working on the railways out of Oban, and he retires this week. So I went along to see him and his wife Sandra to catch up on some of the stories from the past. It's a great issue, this, because Angus is from a long line of men that worked on the railways. So we've done a special bit of a spread this week in the Oban Times to mark his going from the railways. He's blowing his whistle for the last time.
I've already had a sneaky peek at that one this week, and it's a great read, and there's some fantastic photographs there. So.
Oh yeah, what a nice chap he was as well. Good luck to Angus, and thank you, Fee. So here at the Oban Times, we're always happy to hear from you. So stay in touch. Tell us your stories and share those photos. you can contact us by calling 01631 568 000, or you can email editor@obantimes.co.uk, or message us on Facebook. That's how stories happen. That's how they get in the paper. So please reach out to us if you've got an issue or anything that you want to promote. Get in touch with us. You can also read and pick up a copy of the OT from supermarkets, newsagents and petrol stations. And to get the page-turning digital edition of the Oban Times, go online and subscribe now. So it's goodbye from me, Alice Butcher.
And bye from me, Fiona Scott.
Bye.
Bye-bye.